It's me, Kent Peterson, and in this video I'm going to talk about credit cards and if they're a waste of money. So credit cards are pretty much like fire, because fire can be a good thing and a bad thing. It can cook your food, it can keep you warm, but it can also hurt you. And credit cards are the same way. But first, I want to talk about how credit cards can be a good thing. But you just got to make sure you buy the right kind of credit cards. Because some credit cards really are a scam. And I want to tell you something, an experiment I had about 10 years ago. I went to a school, FCCJ in Jacksonville, in case you want to know. I went to that school. And I got a credit card just for this class. And the credit card limit was like $500. And obviously, I think I spent around $5 just to see the credit card work. Because I want to make sure it works. Because I'm that kind of person that don't want to look like a fool when they use your card. So my card worked. So obviously, $5 minus $500. That would cost me. That would leave me about $495. And the class I was going to take, it cost $480. So you know what? So obviously I should have had enough money to buy on that card for that class. But my card got declined. And I understand why. Couldn't find out, this card charged me like an extra $38. They charged like some annual fee. So as soon as I used that $5, I might as well have been spending $43. So that's what happened with that. And to make matters worse, this card didn't even give me points. So this card was a waste. It was a scam. I would say that's like the worst credit card I ever had. So obviously I got rid of it over time. But credit cards aren't always a bad thing. They can be a good thing. Because some credit cards, they give you back 1% in cash. Because there's one card I have that gives back 1% if I spend on normal things. I believe they give me like 2% back when I'm using gas and 3% back when I'm spending money on groceries. It's a MasterCard I have. So that could be a good thing if you're like paying $1,100 in rent and use that 1% cash back. You know what? You'll get yourself $11 back every single month with that card. Obviously, the apartment complex I live in, they pay like a 2.5%. They charge a 2.5% if I use my card. So that 1%, it kind of defeats the purpose in my apartment complex. So it's like, you know what? I might as well just use cash. I don't know why you do that. I think it's a psychological thing when you're using credit cards. But anyway, may your apartment complex don't charge any fees when you're using cards. So this 1% thing, it'll be a good thing because you'll be getting $11 every single month. But I suggest paying that $1,100 every single month, like not long after you use your card. I say you should pay it. Because guess what? If you get lazy and you decide, you know what, I'm not going to pay this card, I'm just going to pay the minimum balance. Guess what? You're going to be putting $1,100 every month on that credit card. And it's going to go up faster than you're spending. And before you know it, at the end of the year, you'll be having over $10,000 in credit card debt on that card. So just make sure you pay off every month. That's what I would say. But then there's other credit cards that do give you points. So there's this Chase card I have. It gives me points towards my next car whenever I decide to buy another car. So one thing I like about this card Whenever I use it, more points are going towards my next car. So once I have the desired amount of points, I can use those points and make a down payment on the car, and that way I'm not going to have to spend as much monthly dollars as I normally would, because I made that down payment. Because the bigger down payment, the lower the monthly payments are going to be. Then there's a third card that gives you mileage for flights. I mean, if you're like a traveler, you're going to like this card. Obviously, I don't have this card yet, but I'm thinking about getting one of these flight cards. Because they're American Airlines or Southwest. You just look it up and see which one you want. So every time you use that card, it gives you miles towards your flights. You can use that card to pretty much get free flights, or at least a discount on your flights. So you're spending $1,100 every month with this card. Guess what? It's going to go towards your mileage and flights. And by the end of the year, you may have you enough to actually go on a trip without spending any money on your flight. So that's the good thing about credit cards. Well, of course, there has to be an ugly side to credit cards. If you have, like, say, 7 credit cards, guess what? Those minimum balances, add every single minimum balance up. And that's how much you'll be paying every month. So you add up the minimum balance and you're paying $600 every month in credit cards combined. You know what? You might as well just give you a new car. You're going to spend that much every month. But this is not an end, though. There's a way to get out of this mess that you're in. And you're probably wondering, how did I get out of this? Well, just look at those 7 credit cards you have. Maybe some of y'all watching this video are like, well, I have 10 credit cards. Well, that would be a lot of credit cards right there. I don't know anybody have 10, but we're going to say you got 7 credit cards for the sake of this video. Look at the one with the lowest balance, and you're going to aim for that one first. So we're going to say you have like a Tower Plus credit card. And the minimum balance for that card is, we're going to say it's like $25. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to double that, and you're going to pay $50 every month. So you're going to double the balance every single month. And once that credit card is paid off, you're going to go to the second lowest. And again, you're going to make double the minimum payment. Plus, you're going to add the extra $25 since you're no longer paying money on that card. And you're going to add it to the second card. So in other words, let's say the minimum balance on this card was $50. So you're going to double that, pay $100. Plus the extra $25, so you're going to spend $125 on that monthly payment. You're going to double it, plus put an extra $25 on it every month. Then when that second card is paid off, you're going to go to the third card. You're going to look at the minimum monthly payment. You're going to double it. Plus this time, instead of adding $25, you're going to add $50 to it. And you keep doing that until you're down to like 1 or 2 credit cards. Because also you want to have some credit cards because you want... I'll get back to that, but anyway, just make sure you got control of your credit card spending. Because let's say you have like a credit card. Well, it's good for emergency. It's good to have like a backup credit card in case your car breaks down. Also, you don't want to take money from your saving account, so you should take money from your credit card. Because I got credit cards that are like specifically for cars, like Tire Plus. But here's other things that this credit card could do to you. You look at this credit card, $4,000 max. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna buy me that. I could afford that $600 TV now. So you spend money on that $600 TV. Then you see that grill looks nice, $300. You know what you do? You're gonna spend money on it using that card. Then you see this nice fancy suit. You look at that card, you buy it. And you keep doing things like this. Before you know it, you realize you max your card out. It's $4,000 to the max. But here's what you do. Here's what a lot of people do. They put on apply increased credit card limit, and you know what? It increased to like $5,000, $6,000, and they're just going back. They're just doing the exact same thing. So you pretty much put yourself in that trap. So credit cards, it can end up being like a drug, because it gives you like the illusion to think you have more money than you actually do. And the credit card companies, they know this. And people like this, they end up in debt. They never get out of it, a lot of people. And they pretty much die that way. So you don't want to put yourself in that situation. So up here, probably looking at this like, you know what? I'm never about getting me a credit card. Like I said, credit cards aren't all bad. You see the points you get from credit cards. Plus, also, you need a credit card for credit history. Because let's say you want to get yourself a car. You never had a credit card. You know what? You have no credit history, so you can't get that car. Or you want to buy yourself a house, but guess what? You never had a credit card for. You have no credit history, so they don't know if you're going to be able to make the payments. So that's one good thing about credit cards. If you have credit history, then they look back on it, see how good your credit score is. Because obviously, if you don't have a credit card, you never had one before, you're not going to have credit history now, are you? So I'm not a financial advisor, but I do got an accounting certificate, so I'm not oblivious to money. So I do know some things. And this channel is pretty much, I'm going to talk about ways to make money, save money, invest money, pretty much anything to do about money. And credit cards, it's pretty much money or death, if you want to put it that way. Because it's not real money, just a plastic card, get you in a trap. But credit cards, I won't say they're bad. It can be a good thing. I would say it's a good thing to have at least one credit card. Maybe 3 at the max, I would say. Maybe you want one that you only use for your car. Then you can have another one for like backup. When I say backup, I mean like emergency, in case something goes wrong. Because sometimes things happen. You might have some medical emergency. Maybe you have a cavity for some reason. Why you have a cavity, I don't know, but you have that emergency credit card. And of course, that third card could be the one with points where you just use it regularly, but you always pay it. So I think 3 is good. If you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. If you disagree, you can just leave comments down here. Voice your opinion. I would love to hear it. So you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Smash that like button, like I said. Help me with the YouTube algorithm. And with that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.